We're going to kick off an awesome interview with Artemis Emslie, who is an entrepreneur I've known for probably over a decade now. And she has 25 years of experience in the workers' comp and group health industries. She brings a multi-dimensional perspective to incredibly complex issues that face the pharmacy benefit management clientele. She is the founder and CEO of Cadence Rx, a peer-to-peer pharmacy platform that we are thrilled to be investors with her in. She was previously the CEO of My Matrix, a very successful workers' compensation PBM, and she led the strategic growth of the company from a very regional PBM to an industry leader with a national client base. She was serving in that business companies of all different sizes. And after she sold that company to Express Scripts in 2017, she oversaw a successful transition for that company to the workers' comp division of the nation's largest PBM. So Artemis, in addition to that, has served on many boards, too many to name, but one in particular, the executive board of the Alliance of Women in Workers' Compensation, which is a think tank committed to sharing ideas and mentoring tomorrow's industry leaders. As a recognized industry expert, she's a frequent speaker at national industry conferences, including our executive summit that we hold every year, on topics such as drug spend and best practices in pharmacy benefit management. She's been recognized as one of Business Insurance Magazine's Women to Watch, among many other awards. So I'd like to welcome Artemis as we focus in on women and entrepreneurship in healthcare.
Thank you very, very much, Banks. It's a pleasure to be here and to be speaking with you.
I wish we were together in person, but we'll just make do with this for COVID protocol.
Yeah.
So I've got to ask, how did you get started in healthcare?
So it wasn't a planned career path while I was in school. I actually was an economics major and thought I would get into banking. Like many graduates, I was looking for a job, and it was during the time when banking was not really hiring that much in the late 1990s. Some challenges that were going on there, so I found myself bartending and just networking and meeting a couple of people that were in healthcare, and networked and asked where they worked, and it sounded like fun, and they were actually working for a mail order pharmacy company out of Tampa, Florida, and ended up landing a job, which I was really excited to enter into the real life. That's how I got involved in really pharmacy aspect of the healthcare.
Fantastic. And my understanding is that your industry is really dominated by three large players that hold the majority of the claims. How have the competitive dynamics changed from, let's say, when you started in the business a few decades ago to where we are today?
Yeah, there's been a ton of movement there, Banks. So first, I would say that the market has been controlled by three major players for a while now. If I look back in history or think about where PBMs got started in 1968, prescription card services, which was just an electronic transfer of funds that allowed a pharmacy to be able to adjudicate and be efficient in processing pharmacy funds to where it is today. It's evolved, and what you've seen as far as mergers and acquisitions, you've seen various players come into the marketplace and try to expand their footprint one way or another. So whether it was back in the 80s and 90s when manufacturers were buying PBMs because they could position their drugs on formularies to move market share, or whether it was a pharmacy chain or a healthcare company that would position themselves, or by purchasing PBM, so they could position themselves to be, the pharmacy of choice and direct care into their pharmacy chains. The theme around it is how do these healthcare players along the ecosystem control or manage that revenue and be able to broaden their footprint in what they're doing. And I think that still continues today with the way that healthcare companies have expanded their footprints and purchased either PBMs, like Cigna purchasing Express Scripts, like United Health owning Optum, or like CVS owning Caremark, and those are all just expanding footprints. And really, you can look at it as a real estate grab, in a sense that they have wanted to diversify themselves from healthcare medical side to the pharmacy side, and really try to manage or control that pharmacy or healthcare dollars from the patient sense. And today, everything still revolves around plans. So in healthcare, we all sell or we all manage our medical costs, and we're all underneath a plan that employers buy. And there's different ways to expand on that. And I think that's just what's happened in the PBM space.